Howdy y'all, I'm Tailtachi, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Resolution. Yeah. As you can see, I have finished the house and even decorated it a bit since last time, as I said I'd do. And here we have just a map making in a loom that I just had and didn't know what to do with. Got some banners we made. Got a working, wardrobe. Got my bed, my computer and chair. We finished the roof. Well, I finished the roof while on break, and it's just gonna be essentially like a storage area and like an armor stand hole until I can get that up and running. We have Gabby and we have Alice. Let's actually sleep because there are monsters outside right now. Got a rug. Got a nice little rug. Got the ominous banner I got from killing those pillagers, hung out as a trophy. We have my living space, or I guess the first floor, which is kind of like the kitchen armory stuff. Usually the crafting table is like right here, but I have moved it for what we're going to do. And then we have the basement. I did decide to make this, and I kind of went with the theming, making this the foundation. We're going to have the enchantment and brewing stuff down here later. I only got the enchantment table, haven't used it yet. And I've installed a back door. Now I can hear skeletons, and I hate them. So, let's see, where is it? Where'd it go? One of the most tragic things happened off camera. I caught sight of a spider jockey, but it was daytime because I had just slept, and I was like coming out of the main door here, and the spider jockey rounded the corner. I round it just as it's about to die, before I can even get a screenshot of it dying. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna see another one for like 30,000 years or something. Sheep pen's still the same. I have to say, the house looks beautiful. I'm actually gonna pop into creative mode real quick, just because I want to show it off. At first, I was like really regretting using the basalt. I think it's either basalt or deep slate. Yeah, no, this is deep slate. In the construction because of how much of a pain it would be, although it would be easier than getting the wool. But now I'm really happy when I made that decision. And of course, I got a chimney with a campfire down it, a haystack underneath. I loved what I did with the walls here. It's kind of like a spur of the moment. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have extended them down here. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about that. So you have torched up the area, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be, at the very least, starting working on the barn. As now that I've decorated my house and all that, and gotten ready for this episode, what I really want to do is decorate the barn. Got most of what we'll need. I'm worried about the hay, because we're going to use that for flooring, but we're not going to worry about that for today. Like I said, I just want to get started, because then I have a good idea where I'm going to be placing my wheat farm. And then I can actually focus on getting more wheat for hay. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start with a basic outline. So I think we're going to put one of the keeping in mind this little hill here. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that up there. 1, 2. I think that would be good for now. Obviously, looks like I'll have to expand this out a little more. I should have some dirt, but before we do that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that'll be good. So right here is where we need to build up to. I can make it look nicer later off camera. I think I should have some dirt left. What we're gonna be doing with this barn, which we're basically gonna be moving all the sheep out of this pen. We're also gonna be placing areas for cows and goats later. I really want to get a goat or two because they're new. And I'm just excited to see goats. Yeah, I have plenty of dirt. As for other animals, like obviously foxes and the chickens, I'm gonna have different structures for them. Like I'm gonna build like a chicken coop. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the foxes yet, but they are definitely on my to-do list. Get at least one fox. Alright. This shouldn't really affect the build, today's build much, as this is literally just going to be the corner. But I will just like fix all this so it's not just like a jagged edge all of a sudden later. Okay, now where are we gonna put the door? Here, right here. We should bring that out a little actually. Then we have room for the animals. Hold up a second. You know what? I like that better. Okay, let's actually start building this up now. Ow. We're gonna go over a similar, like, rustic, like, fantasy appeal as, like, my house. I will have to collect... I was thinking of using hay for the roof, but I think I'll just use cobblestone or deep slate. Probably deep slate to match. Once again, I just want to get the basics of a build done in this episode. I should bring that out one more. So we're not actually... Unlike where it was just I couldn't finish the house last time, I don't really want to actually tried and true complete the barn today. I just want to get like the basic structure down at least. At most, maybe we start filling in the walls and sectioning out the different pens. But actually, now I think that might be pretty easy to do, so we might actually do that. Gonna bring these main pillars up one more because it's gonna have a lot of room. The goal I am striving toward right now, honestly, is just okay. Well, there. I'm gonna stack up with wood instead of the dirt I want. Another goal of mine that I'm having right now in this world, kind of like off camera, is getting netherite tools. At least a netherite sword. Because honestly, just netherite's good in general, so, alright. Now we start filling this. But yeah. Primary goals right now for the series, we get our barn, we get our farm, we get some basic netherite stuff up and running. And that's pretty much our current main goal. Another goal I do want to obtain, that was not the right word to use, that I want to achieve, that's the word I was looking for, is I'm hoping, because this seems pretty boring right now, just watching me build it while I talk. And honestly, half the time, I don't even know what to talk about. I probably should go get my bed. So I'm hoping I can just get like a secondary account soon, just so I can use it for like a time-lapse situation. Hopefully get some food while I'm out here. It's fine. I was thinking about moving that doorway over by one. Yeah. Because honestly, this is boring, isn't it? At the same time, I don't really know how to use OBS that well, so I can't actually pause the video. Like the video recording, in order to just do this off camera. And even still then, I think that's just too boring, because it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, it's done. It's already done. Alright, let's do something, let's do the exact same thing like 12 more times in a few minutes. Yeah, I think a time-lapse is really what I need here, because then I don't have to really be worried about talking about anything. I can just build, and it just works. Alright. Actually... Get the frame. Where are my logs? Where are my planks? Almost made that mistake again. Never try to dual-wield planks and an axe when building on logs. I've made that mistake one too many times before. You're probably asking yourself, like, Teal, what? Didn't you say we were using the beach this time? I just remembered this, by the way. And I did? And in preparation for that, I went adventuring to find a desert. But I didn't find a desert, so I don't really have the sand needed to do this. And sand is like one of those really, like, grindy materials, from my experience. That and, like, clay. Honestly, like, it has been so very long since I've last tried to do something with bricks. Simply because I cannot be bothered to collect so much clay. In creative mode, like worlds, I'll try brick every once in a while, but just kind of give up on using brick as a build, opting for instead stone brick. Because honestly, when I'm testing things out in a creative world, in my terminal world, I'm thinking like, okay, so how can I build this? What kind of materials would be best for the build, both aesthetically and obtainably? Like, what can I feasibly obtain in the survival world that won't be a massive pain in my tail, or Avatar's tail? And so, it often leads to to moments where you have to ask yourself, like, oh, this is really cool. I would love to use this, but I don't want to get it. I don't want to go through all that torture to just get this one type of material. Something I am doing this time, though, planning out my roofs, because that roof became a lot bigger than I initially envisioned it would be. Honestly, it is kind of just, like, deceiving. Like, it looks very much humongous. But as we saw a few minutes ago, when I went in there, it's like a reverse TARDIS. It's very much smaller on the inside, and it looks massive on the outside. It's incredibly small on the inside. Because that roof size issue was part of the reason of why collecting all that deep slate was such a hassle, because that roof is like 4 layers thick from the interior to the exterior right there. It's about 4 layers thick with how much deep slate I had to gather because I didn't plan this shape ahead of time. And this is meant to be like a smaller build, just somewhere pleasant, somewhere easy to access. There should be torching areas. As in, like, laying torches, not setting it on fire. I heard a skeleton. Now, I guess I don't need those there. Oh, gotta climb that up now. Now let's actually start sectioning off areas where the pens are gonna go. One there. 3, 4, so 4. We'll have this space. I feel like there's a better layout we can do with this. This is fine, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this for our layout. At least for now. I might change something in the prep for the next episode where we finish this. Oh, I'm thinking about this. Let's actually fill these in. Oh no, because those are gonna be filled with deep slate, not wood. Part of the roof. Glad I caught myself this early. Hmm. I feel like there is more we can do here. Yeah, let's knock some windows out, actually. That would definitely liven this place up. Okay, I think I have to do that much window. Alrighty. How long have we been recording? I don't see it. Oh, we've been recording for like 20 minutes now. I think it took 20 minutes. I have no sense of time whatsoever. Alrighty, I guess with that, we can end the episode here. We got to work on the barn, and subsequently this has jump-started my efforts for the wheat farm. I'm going to do the wheat off camera, as well as collecting all the deep slate, and making the hay and all that, which is really all that's left needed. We could do the fences for like the windows and the borders of like the pens right now, but not. No. I probably shouldn't. Probably some problem I've made with this. I feel like I'm just gonna end the episode here. Alrighty. Well, next episode we'll finish the barn. We'll move the animals in. Maybe we'll even go off and find more animals like cows for the barn. And next time we should perhaps, maybe we'll improve the wheat farm I make off camera. And in the end, and finally, we'll like link the pathway I made around my house here up with the barn eventually, at some point in the next episode, or maybe the episode after that. Either way, that's the last thing we're doing with this build. Is there like a cave or something under me? I just heard a skeleton again. Well, I've been Teal'Tachi, and I'll see all y'all in the next video. Bye bye.